beside him. Each day adds to their fame. Of men, the strangest one to duty, their work is never through. They fight and fight for right and justice, to enforce the law for you.
Sure hope those outlaws try hold up today, Grandpa.
Stop that foolish kid talk, Shorty. I've been having trouble enough lately.
But gosh, there's never any excitement when I go along.
And I don't look for any today, or I wouldn't be taking you with me. They held me up last trip, but so far they ain't never done it twice in a row.
Wonder why not?
Well, if I knew that, I'd know a lot. But I do know that today ain't the day, 'cause the sheriff's riding gun guard for me. Come on, let's go.
Oh boy, we're gonna be in a holdup.
Now, look, fellas, there's nothing on this stage worth stealing.
We'll see about that.
I'm telling you the truth, mister. Don't you believe it? Oh, that ain't worth taking.
Oh, shut up.
That's just some wine from Mexico. Now, listen here, that's nothing to you, but if I keep on not delivering freight, I'll be out of business. You ruffians, you!
Grandpa, I hit one of the outlaws with my slingshot.
Oh, you shouldn't have taken such a risk, Shorty. Well, all right, get inside, folks. We'll go back and pick up the sheriff.
Something hit me on the wrist. I guess one of the horses must have kicked up a rock. Looks like a good haul. You guys lay low. I'm going to take these diamonds into the boss.
Good, bring me back some chewing tobacco. I'm running low.
Will you just lay low?
Well, with the sheriff dead, there's only one thing to do.
You gonna send for the Texas Rangers?
Now, ain't you the smart one? I'd have done it before, but the sheriff thought he could handle it himself. But now, I'm telegraphing for the Rangers right today.
Tales of the Texas Rangers, Volume 1, The Early Days. Sheriff Holmes was killed on July 8th, nearly 60 years ago, on the stage I ran from the Mexican border to the cattle town of Dark Canyon. The sheriff was the second gun guard killed while working for old Grandpa Lassiter. At that time, it was still a mystery why the raiders always took something that had no apparent value, like that cask of wine. Well, the Rangers solved it, but not without the very important help of Little Shorty, who had a difficult decision to make himself. But he made it like a good citizen.
I got your message, Jace, but what's the all-fired hurry? hold of just happened today. Even for a telegram, that's pretty fast.
Gotta get to Dark Canyon just about as fast.
What, do you intend sending us by wire?
Oh, we can get there by tomorrow, and I've got an idea.
I'm a listening.
My hunch is that only one ranger should go, and you're it.
I see. So you're just sallying up for exercise, huh?
No, I'll be there, but I won't look like a ranger.
But just so I don't get confused, just what are you going to look like?
Well, clothes make the man, Clay, and you should see the things I've got in these saddlebags.
More holes like this and we're fixed for life. And I hope it lasts. It'll last. As long as Dr. Mulligan tries to smuggle diamonds across the border. Yeah, but the smugglers are bound to find out that we're getting tipped off. We'll keep on hijacking them. Yeah, well, they may figure out that we've tried... Grab up back. Bam himself, sir.
You better put up the sign, Shorty.
Gun guard wanted. Fly here.
I'm from Whip, Bogart.
You can't quit, Grandpa. You got a contract with the company, and you're in debt to them.
I know. I'd even lose the stage.
They came riding and shooting and...
And then what?
Well, the sheriff got shot and I forgot something. Excuse me. Grandpa, I saw one of the outlaws. It's Elko Pete. He's got his wrist bandaged.
Oh, lots of fellas got bandaged wrists.
But Elko's bandage is right where I hit the outlaw with my slingshot.
Oh, we know Elko too well, Shorty. He wouldn't hold up no stages.
You ought to talk to him, Grandpa.
What for? He wouldn't admit he's an outlaw.
Well, if it'll make Shorty feel better, let's see what Elko's got to say.
He's gone. When the Rangers come, I'll sure tell them.
Rangers?
Yep, right after the holdup, I stopped at the railroad junction and telegraphed for the Rangers. And I told them to hurry.
Well, that's a good idea, Grandpa. So long.
So,
Bye.
Be a good boy, Shorty.
Bye.
How about bedding down here?
Why not? These rocks look nice and soft. As rocks go. They're riding kind of late, aren't they?
Well, there's no law against it. If we make a move now, we'll show our hand before we want to.
And another thing, Grandpa. The man I hit was about the same size as Elko Pete.
And now, Shorty, let's not talk about it anymore tonight, huh? Go back to bed, will you?
All right, Grandpa.
Now, who'd be coming calling this time of night?
I hear you got something to say to the Rangers, kid.
No, he don't mean nothing. He was just talking.
Yeah? Well, be sure he quits talking.
Why, you would do anything to a little boy, would you?
What's the difference? He shoots off his mouth whether it's a kid or you.
I won't say anything, and I promise Shorty won't either. Be quiet, Shorty. He won't say nothing now.
It's going to be awful unhealthy if you're around here for somebody if you do. And don't forget it.
Now, I want you to promise me that you won't say a word to the Rangers.
But I'm sure now it's Elko Pete.
Maybe so, but it ain't up to us to help the law by risking our lives. Leave that to the Rangers. It's their job.
I don't want anything to happen to you, Grandpa.
Oh, did you promise?
Grandpa, there's only one way Elko could have found out what I said.
How's that?
Mr. Bogart must have told him.
Oh, Bogart. Now, Shorty, there's something going on that's too dangerous for us to mess with. Now, you promise me that you won't tell anybody, huh?
Well, all right, I promise.
Then, good night. Good night, son.
You're right about clothes making a man. The way you look now, I wouldn't hire you as a sheep herder, let alone a ranger.
Well, that's great. Just don't forget about it when we meet up in Dark Canyon. that job pay much money, mister?
As far as I know.
Well, I've been job hunting through 2 counties. Maybe I found myself one. Well, I guess you got yourself a new gun guard.
Suits me. Only his Grandpop Lassiter does the hiring and firing. And pays fuel expenses.
Funeral expenses?
Well, being a gun guard around here ain't the healthiest job in the world.
Well, I need the job pretty bad.
Here, Bogart. I was away on business yesterday, and I returned to find there's been another attack on the stagecoach. Now, don't tell me that something consigned to me was stolen again.
I'm afraid that's the bad news, Doc. But it wasn't much, only a keg of wine.
Only? Sir, that was a special fermentation of the grape, essential to the concoction of Dr. Mulligan's magic elixir.
Those Ranahans seem to steal more of your stuff than anybody else's, Doc. Wonder why?
Because some rival, envious of my worldwide fame, is trying to ruin me. I shall take steps.
Howdy. I'm Clay Morgan of the Rangers. Got word you might need little help around here on the stage line.
Little. Got so bad we run out of gun guards. Till this Jasper applied for the job.
You pretty fast with a gun, mister?
Well, I can outdraw you or any other ranger. Mr. Bogart, count to 3.
1, 2, 3.
What's so funny?
You. A fighting man?
Yeah, he don't look good for much, does he? Let alone a gun guard.
Yeah, but we got to have a guard, and he's the only one asked for the job. You still want him?
I sure do. Where does Mr. Lassiter live?
Well, I take the West Fork out of town. The second ranch you come to is Lassiter's.
You, keep a list of the stolen goods?
Well as I could.
Well, it doesn't help very much. Guess I'll have to look around town. See you later.
Yeah.
He might go talk to Mulligan.
Yeah, what if he does? Mulligan won't talk to him. Doc's a smuggler. He's in no more position to tell what he knows than we are. Tell him we'll take care of it. This is the big one, Elko. Make this haul and we're set for life. We'll get out of town.
This will make the rest of our hauls look like chicken feed.
Dr. Mulligan, could there have been something more than just wine in that cask?
Ridiculous, my dear sir. I use only the purest ingredients.
Well, I noticed on Bogart's list that the outlaws took a basket of dried herbs that was sent to you from Holland.
Those herbs grow at their very best in Holland and are the basis of my success.
Well, you don't mind me asking questions, do you, Doctor?
Oh, no, not at all. Glad to be of help. Especially since my own business has suffered by these depredations.
Well, I wished I could have a business that could suffer and still allow me to wear diamonds like that.
Faceted by one of the best lapidaries in the world. But I doubt if you even know what a lapidary is, my young man.
This fella cuts precious stones, isn't it? I read about them. Well, incidentally, the next time you expect a shipment, why, let me know. I'll try to protect it for you.
I will, sir.
I guess the job's yours, Pearson.
Well, thanks, Mr. Lassiter. You've got any place for me to bed down?
Well, there ain't no room in the house, but there's a bunk in the barn.
Oh, that's good enough for me. Here. Come on, Star.
He's the sorriest excuse for a gun guard I ever did see.
He's nice, though.
Yeah, but being nice don't make a good gun guard.
Grandpa? Yeah? Shouldn't we tell him about Elko and Mr. Bogart?
No. We don't know anything about him yet. We just gotta trust the luck that... here he comes.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, Mr. Lassiter, that there's been a ranger here in town trying to find out about the holdups you've been having.
Well, that's great. Say, the Rangers will take care of those rat-a-hands.
Well, I sure hope so. Night.
Good night.
Come on, sir.
You see, it'll all work out.
I suppose so. Only it'd be better if the Rangers knew about Elko and Mr. Bogart. But I promised.
Look, if you think you're going to get in this bunk with me, you're loco. There's only room here for one.
You're a very selfish man, Jace Pearson. Didn't know your horse could talk, did you, Jace?
Well, if he could, he'd make a lot more sense than some of the Rangers I know. Anything to my hunch about Mulligan?
Plenty. You know, Jace, it may sound crazy for a Texas cattle town, but I feel that whatever we're after has something to do with diamonds.
It's not so crazy if Mulligan's in the picture, with all those sparklers he's wearing.
No, he's in it. He knows more about diamonds than a pawnbroker. He gets some stuff shipped in from Holland, calls it dried herbs. Then the outlaws steal it.
You know, it's got to be diamonds, Clay. The good cutters are all in Holland, and they send the best stones over there from Africa. And smuggling to a cattle town like this would make it a tough trail for anyone to follow.
Well, I telegraphed U.S. Customs to check on all shipments going into Dark Canyon.
There must be somebody down there on the border tipping off the hijackers here. You got anything on them?
No, but I'm going to try. Tomorrow I'll follow the stage out of town. I'll keep out of sight, though.
If I start calling for help, you better come a-running.
Oh, well, get you out of trouble, as usual.
Oh, you and your lucky piece.
Look, my lucky piece has nothing to do with it. I carry it because I like it.
Yeah, sure.
Here he comes. Get set. Say, Morgan, I've got something back here I think you ought to see.
Say, Mr. Pearson,
Yeah?
if a fella knows something, he should tell a sheriff or a ranger about bad men. But somebody else might get killed if he did. What should the fella do?
What do you want to know, Shorty?
Just asking.
Well, it's like this, Shorty. You see, sheriffs and rangers and other law officers, they're not working for themselves. They're kind of working for the people. People like you and old Grandpa Lassiter and everybody else.
Sure.
Well, sometimes people are afraid to tell the law what they know, and when they hold things back from those officers, they're only hurting themselves and helping a criminal.
Guess you're right.
You know, Shorty, it's sort of every citizen's duty to help enforce the law and trust to the law to protect them.
Hey, Pearson, about ready to go?
Be right with you.
Well, doggone my cat.
Mr. Pearson, you're a ranger.
That's right, Shorty. Now, when I get back, I'll tell you why I did it like this.
You sure fooled me.
There was only one. I saw him come in here, and now he's gone. And Bogart's gone, too.
Bogart's gone?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the ranger.
Not half as much as I am. There's a shipment on today's stage. If it's stolen, I'm ruined.
Was Grandpa. It wouldn't worry me if he was. Let's get moving.
I guess I just ain't fit to raise a boy right.
Lots of people make the same mistake you did, Grandpa, holding back information from the officers of the law just to protect someone else.
It's a good thing Shorty had gumption enough not to listen to me.
Certainly is. Or I still might be trussed up like a hog, ready for market.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a Texas Ranger. Only I could never figure out, like you did, about Mr. Mulligan smuggling diamonds, Mr. Bogart stealing them.
Well, when you become a ranger, you get what they call second sight.
You do?
Yeah, a ranger almost has to.
Sure, you learn lots of tricks. Things like telegraphing the United States Customs and, well, Clay here can even talk like a horse.
You're a very funny man, J. Spears.
Don't anybody move.
You have just seen some of the action scenes from next week's program. This is Jace Pearson inviting you to be with Clay Morgan and myself when you will see more of the exciting tales of the Texas Rangers.
These are tales of Texas Rangers, a band of sturdy men. Always on the side of justice, they'll fight and fight again. All Texas Rangers sworn to duty,